Hello everybody, I'm the only Pi through and 4. Welcome to a new slice of gaming, as chosen by you. The winner of the last poll is a game that pretty much introduced itself, which is why I said nothing for the first few minutes there. This is Chrono Trigger for the Nintendo DS. This game originally came out way back in 1995 for the Super Nintendo, but has been remade for various things since then, such as the PlayStation, also for the mobile phones, and it's also on the Virtual Console as well. And I think it's also been released on the PlayStation Network too. So if you haven't picked up this game, there's many different mediums where you can get it. By all means, check it out. It is a really good role-playing game. But since everyone's chose this game, I'm sure we all know how epic it is. So let's get going here into a new game and check out this DS version. There is some bonus things we can check out. So for example here we have different game modes. So DS mode utilizes the dual screen display and stylus input in an easy to use interface. Selecting this option leaves the upper screen clean and uncluttered. This mode utilizes the classic on one screen battle interface. Stylus controls cannot be used in combat, but the enemy and ally status information appears on the lower screen. Now I like this personally just because it's more nostalgic for me. And naturally we have the battle modes. We all know what this is from Final Fantasy. Active time flows as a fast-paced battle, or we can have the enemies wait until we go. I'm going to leave these movies on, and I think that's pretty much we're good to go here, so let's get this game going. Here is our main hero, much like some other role-playing games such as Super Mario RPG and sort of kind of Breath of Fire, but not really. He'll remain silent throughout the whole game. So this is Chrono. And I'll also explain what you're seeing on the screen here in a moment. I'm trying out a new way of recording DS, and I'll explain exactly what's happening here in a bit. Chrono! Chrono! Chrono, are you still sleeping? Come on, sleepyhead, it's time to get up. Dear me, I've forgotten how beautiful Lean's bell sounds. You must have been so excited about the Millennia Fair that you couldn't sleep last night, could you? Well, you better not let that giddiness get you into any trouble. I want you to behave yourself today. Come on now, out of bed with you. Alright, fine. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'll explain what exactly is happening in terms of these screens. So for my past DS walkthroughs like Mario and Luigi Partners in Time and Touch Detective, I recorded it the way a DS would normally look with an overlay. But for this particular game, I'm trying out a new method to the madness here and making the screens look like this. So, for example, the left-hand screen was what would normally appear on the top of your DS, and the right-hand screen will show you the touch icon. So we got a map, and we also have quick, easy shortcuts as well in case we want to view anything. So we can go to our menu, see our equipment and items. We can save if we want to, or you can easily do that as well from the menu screen. This menu allows you to equip your party, to view your inventory or tech list, modify the game controls, or otherwise prepare for the adventure that awaits. Alright, you can use the buttons of the touchscreen to navigate in the menu as desired. So here we have a little bit of a different layout for obvious reasons since it is the DS version. So naturally you got equipment, inventory, text, bestiary, which I think is a new thing now. We got our party, and then we also got these settings, which we can change all that stuff we did at the beginning, but we're fine for the time being. So let's just get going here. First thing that you'll notice is as I'm walking around, I think the original version you could just walk normally, but we can turn on the dash like in Final Fantasy IV Remake, so we don't have to walk around this slowly throughout the entire game. It's about time. By the way, you're going to see... Oh dear, what's her name? That young inventress friend of yours. That would be Luca. That's right, Luca. You're going to stop by and see her new invention at the fair, aren't you? Well, run along and be back before dinner. So if you talk to her again... Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your allowance, dear. Have fun at the fair. Yay, 200 gil. Or gold. We can also talk to the cat, which is awesome. So here's what the world map looks like, and we have a time at the bottom. We are at 1000 AD. We'll get more into that as we get more into the meat of the game. But when you're idle for a while, Chrono will yell at you. You also see on the touch screen on the right hand side, we see a map of where we are in the game. So we are supposed to go to the Millennium Fair, but since it's me, I go to everywhere else but the Millennia Fair first. Let's check out the residence. And for those of you who have played this game to death, you'll notice some things have been renamed. That girl Luca was over in the square going on about how she made the discovery of a lifetime. Something tells me I'm as happy now as I'll ever be. Foreshadowing, you're all going to die. I mean, what? Let's go to the flea market. Visit our stall at Lean Square. Alright, I'll just steal everything while you're gone. Sounds good to me. So over here we can check out the boat if you want to. I don't think we can really do too much with it right now. If only my dear Fritz would return. I ask for nothing more. He left on a journey and he has not yet returned. He's dead. A mysterious whirlpool sometimes appear near here. What do you suppose could cause such a thing? Fritz went into the whirlpool and died. The fare to Poor is 10 gil. Will you be going? Well, not yet. I have things to do. I have things to explore here. Like the mayor's manor. Hello, is this your first visit? Would you like me to tell you about this house? Sure. Our mayor has a spot for adventurers. He's established this manor as a library of adventuring know-how. AKA, here's how to play the game. The contents of the chest in this house were placed by him for adventurers to use. Feel free to take anything you like. Sweet! Did you know you could use the stylus to move around? Hold the stylus to the touch screen. You can walk in the stylus direction from the center of the screen. Touch the edge of the screen and you'll run in that direction. You can also tap the touch screen quickly to talk to someone or examine an object. Well, no offense, kid, but I prefer the old classic way. Yeah, Chrono's like, what the fuck are you talking about, kid? You can run using the control pad, but if you want to walk, hold the B button while you move. Set move and walk in the settings menu and you'll walk without having to press the B button. I can teach you about weapons and armor. Need a refresher course? Weapons come in various flavors, swords, bow, guns, to name a few. However, that doesn't mean you can just pick and choose. You must be proficient with a weapon to use it, and everyone's proficiencies are different. Armor is divided into 3 categories: helms, body, armor, and accessories. You can only equip armor that fits your body properly. The effects of the accessories vary greatly, so you'll need to weigh the benefits carefully when deciding which to equip. Oh, and keep in mind that swords inflict greater damage as your strength increase. Missile weapons, on the other hand, benefit from better accuracy. The higher your accuracy, the more damage you'll deal with with a bow or gun. Okay. Scattered throughout the world are points where time's memories are deeply rooted. You can record the progress of your adventure at such places, fraught with danger as they may be, as those kids pass through my body. Oh, so in other words, this is a save point. If I can touch it. This is just a replica, but I recommend you save your progress whenever you find a real one. They tend to show up in dangerous places. Oh, and one other thing, you can save any time when you're on the world map. Don't let that slip your mind. You stupid replica. You can toggle the location of messages or the battle window between the top and bottom screen by pressing the Y button. Oops, that would be my menu. You lied to me, child, it doesn't work. You can walk around while reading messages, but go too far away and you won't be able to hear the person talking anymore. Out of my way, children. How come you can pass through me, but I can't pass through you? Shelters are quite useful. Do you know about them? No. You can use shelters at save points or anywhere on the world map to completely restore HP and MP. They come in very handy. That very should not be there. Did I talk to you? No, I don't want an explanation on how to use menu shortcuts, because I can imagine they'll say, touch this to go to the item screen. Oh, hi. Alright, I can teach you what text. Do you want to learn? The range of effect varies between texts. Some texts affect an area surrounding the target, dealing damage to all enemies in the vicinity. For example, target this little beastie, and your attack will hit the neighboring monster as well within its range. But if you target this one in the center, all three of them will be killed to death. Oh, I mean, use the text reach to your advantage. Next, there are texts that hit enemies along a straight line. These types of texts come in two varieties. Let's take a look at the first one. This type will allow you to attack all enemies located in a straight line extending from you, passing through your target. In this case, it would strike 3 enemies. If you target any one of the enemies along the line, the effect would be the same. Now let's see the other variety. Tech like this only allows you to hit enemies along the line that connects you and your target. If your target is the farthest enemy, you can still deal damage to all 3. But select this one, and that's all you get. A third type of tech strikes all enemies along a horizontal line passing through your target. All that matters is that your enemies form a line. As long as they do, targeting any of them will have the same effect. The final pattern puts you through the center of the attack zone. You can't use an attack like this if there's no enemies within range. But if you find yourself surrounded, using one of these techs will allow you to deal damage to all of the enemies in a circle around you. That's about it. Feeling a little more confident now? You are a mouthy one. Shall I teach you the basics of battle commands? Maybe later, cause I can probably tell you right now as soon as we get into a battle. Want to learn about the types of status ailments you can suffer in combat? Sure. Certain enemies inflict detrimental status ailments in addition to ordinary damage. For example, poison. Poison HP gradually decreases and attacks are weakened. Sleep? Oh, slow. Lengthens the waiting time in between turns. That looked more like haste, by the way, but whatever. Sleep puts you to sleep, preventing you from acting. A good hit will wake you up again. Confuse. Confuses you into attacking allies. This can be a little tough on friendships. Blind. Clouds your vision, making it difficult to hit enemies. Lock. Prevents the use of techs. Stop immobilizes and disables you. These status ailments lower your defense as well, meaning you'll sustain more damage when they're in effect. Use a panacea to remove them during battle or wait until the battle ends and you'll recover automatically. Sure. When your HP is reduced to 0, you'll be dead. Athenian water can revive a fallen party member, but if the entire party is KO'd, you're out of luck. Be careful! In other words, it's game over. Want me to share some insight about what? I can tell you've got potential. You'll learn a number of skills or attacks as you fight more battles. Attacks are special attacks that can utilize your weapons as well as your innate potential, but mastering them requires repeated practice and training. Keep at it. A treatise on game modes. No. Hold down the L and R button to escape from battle. He who fights and runaways to live fights another day. Of course, he who always runs away will never get any stronger, so don't flee from every battle just because you can. Oh, and let me explain the equipment menu too, even though I didn't really ask you. The number next to the sword icon indicates attack. The number beside the shield indicates defense. Defense represents how you can effectively how effectively physical attacks can be resisted. Magic defense, on the other hand, is used to resist magical attacks. If your magic defense is 40, for example, the magic damage dealt to you will be reduced by 40%. Stars in place of the numbers beside any attribute means that the attribute has reached its highest possible value. Can I open the chest now, please? Thank you for all of that. Now we know how to play the game. That's pretty great. Yay, potion. Awesome. So I think with that, we have explored everywhere that we possibly can in this place, I think. Anyways, let's check out what's down here. Ah, Luca's house. I was supposed to come and see her. Luca! I'm gonna steal all your crap. Hope you don't mind. Lots of stuff around here, though. Hello. Oh, hello, Chrono. Luca's off at Lean Square with her father, Tabin, unveiling her new invention. Okay. Okay, thanks, man. See you later, bye. Wait, hold on. I didn't explore a part. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. How do you get up there, anyways? Probably doesn't matter at all. It matters a lot, actually. What am I talking about? Yes, I'm able to get there. Yes, yes. Not sure what's the point of that exactly, but... especially since it really doesn't go anywhere. Guess it's just if you want to go, hey! Hey, you! F off! That's the point of that balcony. Okay, now I think we've been absolutely everywhere. Unless... if you want, if you go over here, you'll get a new music play and you can kind of explore a little more. So we can cross a bridge and go to areas we probably shouldn't go to yet, including this here forest, which I think I'll be going a little bit later. But for now, let's enter the Millennium Square, or Millennia Square, Lean Square, where the Millennia Fair, the thing with the stuff. So I'm gonna continue this off next time. I'll catch you guys later.